Hi everyone, my name's Lauren and welcome to today's home workout. Today we're going to be doing basic beginner strength that you can do in your own home without any equipment. I'd like to thank Proud to Play for putting together this series. My name's Lauren and I'm a roller derby skater and also an exercise physiologist. I use she, her pronouns, and first I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners in the land in which we're filming today, the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Okay, let's get started. So for today we're going to do a movement prep with a bit of a warm up. We're going to do a beginner circuit for strength that's really good if you're learning how to roller skate, and then a bit of a cool down. So let's get into it. First thing for our warm up is going to be a move called a dead bug. So we're going to be lying on carpet or a mat. And you can put your legs up onto a chair or up against the wall or on a couch. And firstly, just move your hips around so that you can feel a bit of a curve in your lower back just above where your pant line is. And what we're going to do is just create a neutral spine. And from here, we're going to be breathing in to prepare, into the rib cage, and then out to exhale. Maintaining that neutral spine, think about ribs coming down to your pockets as you exhale. So in to prepare and out, ribs down. And again, in for 4 counts into the ribs and out for 4. That's it. In for 4. And out for 4. Optional is to bring your legs into the air in this tabletop position, or you can keep them rested on the wall or a chair. Let's do 2 more rounds. In and out for 4, ribs down. Well done. So that is our dead bug warm up. Next, we're going to move to a 4-point position and do what's called a cat-cow to warm up our spine movement. So we have shoulders and wrists aligned, hips and knees aligned like so. And from here, we're going to start from the tailbone. And imagine you have a tail, try to put it in between your legs by tilting your spine like so. And then 1 vertebrae at a time, we're going to slowly arch the back into this cat position, finishing with the chin tucking down. And then starting at the hips again, let's see if we can do 1 vertebrae at a time in the other direction. So hips are coming up like so. And then the spine will start to move down in the mid-thoracic up towards the head. So find the other shape. And again, from the hips, we're curling under, slowly up. Nice work. And lastly, from the hips again, we're going to curl up 1 vertebrae at a time. If it feels clunky, that's super normal. Beautiful. Nice work. That's our cat-cow to get a bit of a spine movement. And next we're going to use that 4-point shape to do a hover move, which is a really great introduction to planking. If planking is sounding super terrifying, that's totally normal. It can be a really scary exercise. This is a really friendly way to start thinking about planking, which is really core stability around our trunk area, which can be really good for roller skating. So again, we're in our 4-point position like so. And this time your toes are going to be pushed into the ground. And from here, we're just firstly going to think about our shoulders. So mine were a bit floppy, so I'm just going to push my hands into the ground and try to split my mat into 2. And that's going to strengthen my shoulder blade area. And then from here, I'm just going to generate a bit of tension in my body by tensing around my abdominal area and around my toes into the ground. And see if I can lift my knees off the mat just by like 1 centimetre. And look, it can be for 1 second or 5 seconds, whatever feels good for your body. So it's going to look like this, just a nice little lift. and then back down. So that was around about 5 seconds. And we'll go again. When you're ready, take a bit of tension, a little bit of a breath in, push into the ground and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Good job. 5 seconds can be a really long time. And off we go again. Sniff to prepare, bit of tension and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. So that's all for our little warm up. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit sweaty like I am and ready to get started. So our movement prep for today is going to be hip CARS, and CARS is just a fancy term. It refers to capsular articular rotation. It just means, can we move the hip in all the shapes that it can make to help warm up different parts of our hip. So what I would recommend is doing this in a side lying position, but you can also do it standing if you prefer. I'm going to steal my pot plant holder and rest my head on this block. You can find a pillow or something else like a foam roller to rest your head on if you prefer. And lying on my side, I'm going to grab either maybe a roller skate or something out in front of me to help center my weight. So for me, I've just got a little weight here, but a roller skate is fine. And I'm going to have one leg bent, which is my bottom leg, in a 90-degree angle from my hip and my knee. And then the other leg is just going to be straight like so. If possible, don't let it flop onto the ground, just because you'll notice that changed my torso shape. So I'm going to just keep it nice and straight for now. So the first step in this move, with both hands in front like so, is to bring the top hip into full flexion. So that is just this angle here, the knees coming up nice and high. Second step is abduction, which is coming out to the side. So for me, that's angling towards the back wall behind me. The next position is internal rotation, which leaves the knee where it is and just moves the ankle up a little bit like so. This is where it starts to get awkward, so stay with me. And now from here, we're going to go into extension. So push the heel back towards the wall behind you and keep the height. So it'll want to drop down. Keep the height into extension. And then from there, very slowly stay in extension and let the knee come back down to that midline, like so. Good job. And then from here, if you bring it forward, you can have a little rest. You can drop it down, that's totally fine. And we're just going to do that shape again. So starting in a straight knee, going to come up into flexion. Good job. Abduction out to the side. Internal rotation. You should see your thigh rotating inward. Yep. Into extension. So pushing back, you should feel your butt muscle turn on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And then slowly lower back down. Good job. One more time. Start in neutral, flexion, abduction. Good. Now you're getting it. Internal rotation into extension. Keep it extended. Keep that knee really bent and lowering down for a bit of a rest. Well done. Changing over sides. You can roll over. I'm going to wiggle around this way, like so. Okay, so once again, your setup is in a bent bottom leg. You've got your weight, something to hold on to, so you're in a nice side position. Try not to be rolled back or too far forward. And then from here, get your roller skates out of the way. Okay, into flexion. Keep it fully flexed. Abduction out to the side, try not to roll back. Internal rotation. Is it harder on this side? Yes, it is. Keep it high into extension, pushing back. Yes, it is harder this side. And lowering back down for a bit of a rest. If you want, instead of just lowering back down, you can actually just go straight through into flexion. Totally up to you. We're going to do it nice and simple so everyone can get an idea of this new movement. So flexion, abduction, internal rotation, coming back of the heel into extension, turning on your butt muscle, lowering down, and last one more. You're doing great. Flexion, so knee bend, abduction, knee to the ceiling, internal rotation, which just means ankle to the ceiling, pushing back to behind you into extension and lowering back down. Well done. Movement prep can be a little bit of a mental exercise when you're first sort of figuring it out, so good job sticking with me for that one. Okay, now we're ready to move on to our home-based circuit. So for today, we're going to keep it nice and simple and focus on some core strength and some leg strength. The first exercise we're going to be doing is a squat. Really important for skating to have strong legs and strong hips. Then we're going to be doing a plank, and then we're going to be doing leg out to the side, which is great for your glute med, which is a really good stabilizing muscle when you stride in roller skating. Then we've got a bit of a finisher followed by a cool down. So let's get started. Our first exercise is going to be a squat. Now when you're squatting down, you want to think about being feet shoulder width apart, and the amount that you turn your hips in or out, this really depends on your body type. For me, I feel best when I have a little bit of a turnout. That's when I feel most comfortable when I squat down. Now when you're lowering your body down, you've got that lovely shape. It's great to have a counterbalance, so you can put your arms out in front of you, and then I like to generate a little bit of external rotation in the hips. So for me, what that looks like is seeing my thighs a little bit rotated out in the hip joint, and what that helps me do is create a bit of tension as I come down and then come back up. So from the side, hip width apart, pick a rotation that suits you. Once you've found it, stick your feet down and add a little bit more of tension. You'll feel it hopefully in your hips, and then lower down into a depth that suits you. It might be a quarter squat, a half squat, it might be a deep squat like so, and then coming back up. If there's any pain, of course, stop, try a modified version for you, or send me a line and we'll figure something out. So for today's workout, we're going to be doing 10 squats together and then moving on to the next exercise. So hip width, bit of an external rotate, hands out in front, down, going for 1, good job, keep your knees away from one another, 2, excellent, 3, pause at the bottom, knees apart, 4, nice work, 5, 6, good job, 7, 8, 2 to go, 9, and 1 more. Don't forget the little bit of tension, down and up. Great work. Okay, I'm definitely warming up. Next exercise is going to be our plank. So we've got lots of options for this. The first of which is going to be our hover, which we did in our warm-up. So your plank might be all fours, a slight lift, 1 second, 5 seconds, whatever feels good. I'm going to be doing the full plank like so, but you choose the one that's best for you. Both are excellent. We're going to be doing 5 seconds by 3 rounds to begin. So find the starting shape that works for you, like so. All right, ready, and up we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a little rest. Well done, 2 to go. Nice and strong, and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. If you are doing the full version, try to keep your lower back tilted, tail in, not tail out, tailbone in, like we did in our warm-up. 1 more round, 5 seconds, here we go. Forward and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Are you shaking? I'm shaking. So, next up is abduction. This is a nice and easy one. Lying on our side, like we were doing for our hip curls. One leg's bent, one leg's straight, like so. You can have your weight again if that's helpful. Legs in a straight line. We're going to go up, pause, knees straight, ankles are flexed, and back down for 10. All right, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, looking good. 5, that's it. 6, 7, 8, 2 to go, 9, and 10. Nice work, roll it over or change sides. If you don't have a little pillow, you can use your arm, like so. Okay, and off we go, straight leg, body in alignment, hips, knees and toes, and up we go. 1, 2, 3, little pause at the top. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 to go, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome, great work. So that's circuit gone through once, one more round through, and then our finisher. So back to squats. Find a position that suits you. Weights are optional. You can hold your skates out in front, whatever works for your body. Okay, ready? Feet a good width apart for you. If your angle didn't feel good, try a new one. It's all about experimenting today and finding what works for you. And once you've got a good shape, remember we're going to twist and wind our knees out to the side from our hip socket. Okay, 10. Good work, that's 1. 2, nice. 3, good job. 4, 5, keep breathing. 6, 7, 3 to go, nice work. 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Okay, up next we have our plank variation. I'm going to do the all fours version for this time. So we've got 5 seconds, 3 rounds. Find the posture that works for you. Bit of tension in the trunk before we begin. Pushing into the ground, nice strong shoulders, and off we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a little rest. You're doing great. 2 more rounds. Okay, ready and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. You can hear it in my voice. I'm getting a bit tired, I think. Okay, 1 more round. Let's do it. Sniff and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Well done. See you later, planks. We're done for the session. Next, onto our abduction. Line on our side. I've got 10 lifts. If you're feeling adventurous, we're going to add in something that's a bit fun at the end. Or not fun, it depends who you ask. Okay, up we go. 1, straight knee, flexed toe towards your face, not towards the ground. 2, 3, good job. 4, 5, nice work, should be feeling it in the bum. 6, 7, 3 to go. 8, 9, last one, let's pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Whew. Okay, flipping over to the other side. Did you like the pulse? No, me neither. Okay, here we go. Up to the sky, straight knee, in 1. You'll feel if you come out too far in front, you won't really feel it in your bum. So if you can, try to stay in line with your hip or even a little bit back. You'll definitely feel it in the hip area if you're a tiny bit behind your midline. Okay, I'm up to number 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 to go, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, pulsing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! That one came as a surprise to me. Great work. So that's our circuit done. Our finisher for today is going to be a bridge. So we're going to be lying on our backs, like so. This is our last exercise, like so. When we started the day, we thought about our pelvic tilt. So what I want you to do now is see if you can rotate that pelvic area so that there's a flat space between your lower back. And then from that flat space, we're going to lift up part of the hips and then the mid of the back, and then go all the way to the thoracic area. And then from here, lowering down slowly until we get to that lovely flat back shape. Okay, we're going for 10. Pop your heels down, not too far, just a little way from your hips, like so. Once they're down, think about dragging them towards your bum, but don't actually move them. So feet are down, we're generating tension by dragging our heels imaginarily towards our hips, and then lifting from the hips one vertebrae at a time. From here, keep that heel dragging towards. We're going to lower back down. Well done. And we're going to do 8. That's 1. Keep that tension in the heels, pulling forward, pulling up. I really do feel that in my hamstrings. It's quite good. And then lowering down. Number 2. All right, going for 8. 3. Nice work. Lowering down, keep that heel tension dragging towards the head. Okay, number 4. Lowering back down, keep it up. 5. 3 to go. 6. 7, last one. 8. Whew. Well done. That is our finisher for today. So I hope you liked today's session. Let's do a few stretches to finish up. First one, sitting, bring your heels together, and we're just gonna lower our knees down to the ground. Take a deep breath in and just thank yourself for coming along today and doing what was best for your body. Maybe it was some of the session, maybe it was all of the session. Thank you for giving today's session a go. Another deep breath. Lovely. Next, we're going to bring one leg out in front, chest up tall, and just slowly leaning forward. A common misconception is you need to be able to touch your toes, but you'll notice that really rounds my upper back. So I just like to stand up tall, lean forward, and it doesn't really matter where my hands touch. And I'm feeling this in the back of my thigh. Again, deep breath in. Thank yourself for turning up today. And then a deep breath out to relax. Changing other side. Sitting up tall, slight lean forward. If that feels a bit much, lean back a little bit. Remember, today's just an intro session, so try not to push yourself too hard. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more, in and out. Lovely. Again, thank you for joining us today. I hope you get a chance to check out some of the amazing videos that we've put together in conjunction with Proud to Play, and hope you have a good day. Thanks.